Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Steel Donut Collective. My name is Connor, and with me today is Bob.
Hey, how's it going?
And we are back on the Creepypasta wiki to read a story called Chatroom 98.
Yeah, this one's, I think I clicked on it originally because it reminded me of KFA98.com. And it's not really similar to KFA98.com, but it is pretty
You think
crap.
it's found on KFA98.com,
I
though?
think,
Like, you go to KFA98.com and this is the inbuilt chat,
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Chat window?
That's what it's called, Chatroom 98. Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah, Chatroom 98. Get to talk with everyone else about how much you enjoy the KFA98.com
and
website, which might still be just a picture of a man with a soccer
I'm pretty
ball.
sure that website got shut down. Either way, the KFA98.com lore is going to expand quite a lot here.
Yeah, quite a lot.
So why don't you just take it away?
All right. Hi.
Oh, bad start.
Great start. I am currently in a bed inside St. Anne's Hospital in North London. Dr. Martin kindly allowed me to use his laptop so I can explain how I got here and what happened to me.
Dr. George R.R. Martin?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, no wonder he can't write the next book. He's too busy
Saving
all the patients.
Seeing all the patients, exactly.
My name is David Argento. I am 16 years old, and apparently I am suffering from a mental illness of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of hospital is St. Anne's? Like,
I don't know. I mean,
is that a mental hospital?
I guess I'll look it up. I'll see if
Because if it is, then that was kind of implied. Anyways, there was only so much I could take in from the doctor's words in the opposite patient room, since I have a bloody, massive headache.
Yep.
Why do we need to know that you're eavesdropping in on other people?
It appears that, yes, St. Anne's is a psychiatric hospital. And it has a really low rating on Google for some reason.
Oh, jeez.
I guess.
Maybe that pic... Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. I say it's got a low rating. 3.2 out of 5 on Google, right? That's not so great. Facebook, 3.6 out of 5. The NHS choices, granted this is 3 votes, but why is it got a 1 out of 5?
Oh.
What happened there? The story was based there, and they were like, I can't, no.
Yeah. Is it going to be like the hospital is going to try and kill him or something?
Like, yeah.
Alright. I've been given a fair amount of ibuprofen, but this headache seems permanent. But I don't care.
A
actually in the mood.
A psychiatric hospital is going, oh yeah, let me give him ibuprofen. We've got a bunch of fucking doctors here. Let's give him some ibuprofen.
They've got such low funds, they get all their medicine from the general store.
Yeah, they just drive down to CVS and pick up some meds.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't care. I absolutely must get this written down at all costs. Anyways, you might be wondering how I got here. Here is my story.
Story.
So generic. You see that guy? That's me. You might be wondering how I got in this situation.
Oh, boy.
Sit back and I'm going to tell you my story.
Yeah.
About 4 nights ago.
What do you mean about?
About 4 nights ago.
How do you not know? 4 nights is not that long. You should know. I mean, like, even I don't remember what happened 4 nights ago, but if I think about it, let's see. What did I do last night? What did I do the night before that? Yeah, there you go. It's 4 nights ago. It's not...
Especially if this is going to be something worth remembering and trying to write down in the first place.
Yeah.
About 4 nights ago, I went upstairs to the loft and took my old school books to the burning pile.
Whoa. What?
Whoa.
What?
You probably shouldn't burn your school books in your loft.
Yeah, like burning your school books is like whatever, you know. I think at the end of high school we did some of that with our old homework, but like why are you doing it in your loft? That seems dangerous.
Yeah. You're gonna burn your house down.
Yeah.
I just finished my GCSEs and like all my friends, hated every single subject I did.
Mm-hmm.
Math, history, English, especially English.
I'm not even going to make the joke. You guys know what joke I want to make. He walked himself right into the joke. I don't even have to tell it.
You name it, I really hated it.
Especially if it's named English.
So I found the books exactly where I left them a few months back, or dumped, more like.
Oh!
In a corner that was so old, there was enough dust to make a candy floss. Cotton candy.
Okay,
What?
you're saying
Excuse
you have
me.
a house where there's a corner, a particular corner that's really old.
Yes.
Just like the rest of the room is fairly new, and that corner is old. And not only that, there's enough dust to make cotton candy, which doesn't make any sense since cotton candy isn't made of dust. It's not even made of dusty sugar, it's made of melted sugar.
I don't know. They renovated like 99% of the house a while back.
And then just left that. They were like, no one's gonna notice that dusty ass corner.
Yeah, it's up in the loft.
Yeah.
I scorned the moment I looked at them again, except I knew this would be the last time I'd have to look at them. I cared way too much about a bunch of books that I had to use back in high school. So I collected them all underneath one arm. Disgusting. I always hated my long-ass arms.
Oh.
I don't know. Disgusting. I considered changing clothes shortly afterwards.
Okay.
They're high school books, kid.
Yeah, like...
Not like dirty needles.
I mean, to be fair, if they were dirty needles, I probably wouldn't change my clothes. I'd probably just make sure I didn't get stuck.
They were high school books, not dead cats. You know?
Yeah. Or like bloody carcasses.
Yeah. But then, something caught my eye. I'm not really sure how I noticed it.
With your eyes?
Maybe with one of my two eyes.
Yeah, one of those.
Both.
One of those things.
Yeah. But I remember being so intrigued by it that I dropped the books on the loft floor and picked it up.
Oh,
you want to hear what's so intriguing that it stops this kid in his flipping step?
You should have like the heartbeat sound effect going on right now because this is so intense. Yeah, exactly.
It was a red CD-ROM case, about the size of the average book.
In the year of our Lord 2017, a CD-ROM!
Oh my god! A CD-ROM case about the size of the average book?
Wait, that's
actually a pretty big case.
That's a pretty big case, yeah.
Are you sure it wasn't a Laserdisc case?
You know what? It may have just been a VHS.
If it was like a Laserdisc case or something, I might stop in my tracks.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, if it was Laserdisc, I'd be like, haven't seen one of these, like, ever. That's pretty weird. How am I going to read it, though?
There were no words of any kind. Even when I turned it over on the other side. Sod all.
Wow.
I'm British, remember?
Wait, so there were no words of any kind, like, anywhere? Or do you mean, like, on the case?
I guess on the case.
I hope on the case, because it seems like you're using some words.
Yeah.
If we're at a word shortage here, like, probably shouldn't be using it on your stupid-ass story.
I was kind of excited. It looked like a computer game that the previous house owners had left behind. Since I absolutely loved computers at the time, but hated apparently everything else.
Yeah, of course.
I was interested in giving it a go on my Dell.
Well, there's your first problem.
Yeah. I've never...
It's like, I'm gonna open it up on my gateway.
I've never talked about my laptop and used the brand. Like, I've never been like, yo, I gotta jump on my HP.
Let me crack open the old Compaq.
Yeah, the old Commodore. But when I opened the case, the disc inside lacked any kind of artistic illustrations. Instead, just a bland, white color with some text written on it in black marker pen.
I thought you said there were no words. Well, I guess on the case.
On the case.
Yeah.
It's weird that it didn't have any see-through part of it. Though,
yeah, usually the CD cases are like sort of semi-transparent.
No, yeah, this was just straight up solid red.
Yeah.
The words were Chatroom 98.
.com, ladder, games.
Games. I wasn't exactly pleased when I learned it wasn't a game.
What?
But since someone had actually went through the effort of making a chat room disc, rather than the vast chat rooms available on the internet, I concluded it would be somehow different. That I got right.
But everything else I got wrong.
I got it wrong, yeah. Having kicked the worthless books down the attic ladder.
So you really were gonna burn them in your attic?
Yeah.
That's not
Wait,
safe.
you took them up to the attic to burn.
Also, yeah. What? Why didn't you
now
just
you're
leave
kicking them back?
I
down
mean, it's
the
not
ladder
like
out of the attic.
Well, you know what it is. Normally, he uses the attic a lot, but everything under the attic he doesn't use. So it's like, why would he keep the books he doesn't want to keep in the attic where he's gonna be? You know, kind of like the rest of us use the attic as storage. You know, we'll toss things up there that we're not gonna use very much, if at all.
Yeah.
So he does the opposite. He's just like, oh, I brought him all the way up here, but now I got something else to do. Kick.
Having kicked the worthless books down the attic ladder, I inserted the disc inside my old laptop. After a brief moment, a red box with no text in it appeared. I wasn't sure what to make of it at first, but it seemed to linger there for half a minute.
Christ, you waited 30 seconds?
Yeah.
That's kind of a long time in the world of computing.
I would have hit reboot by then.
Yeah.
Then the screen went black for a brief moment and flashed. The words, "Welcome to Chat Room 98, appeared at the top center of the screen. Chat Room 98? What was the significance of that number?
Maybe it's because the writer of this story didn't want to just name the story Chat Room.
Or maybe it was for Windows 98. I'm surprised it's even running on your laptop.
Maybe when he said
Unless
old
your
laptop,
laptop runs Windows 98.
he said old laptop. Maybe that's what he means.
Old laptop. Yeah. Really old.
I mean, he could be running it in compatibility mode, but...
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Then, what appeared to be a white text box opened up in the center. But it wasn't a white text box. It was something else, I guess.
It appeared to be a white text box.
Yes.
Oh.
But it was actually just, I don't know, a PNG.
Also, it's not a chat room that opens up. It's not a chat client. It's just the text box.
Just a white text box. Yeah. I didn't know what to type, so I randomly put the most random of introductions ever. Hello.
How random.
Yeah, how wacky. I didn't expect any kind of response. But then I got one. A person by the name of Darwin Clark replied,
"Good afternoon."
Oh.
Yeah, this is my Darwin Clark voice.
There was no possible way that this person was real. I haven't had internet in months.
Yeah. It couldn't possibly be that Chatroom 98 is some kind of chat room for lots of people, and I just happened to jump in to, like... I mean, that's like if I picked up a copy of... I just found a copy of SWOTOR, and I put it in my computer, and, like, I loaded it up, and I started playing, and I saw other players. I was like, no, there's no way this is real. This is ridiculous.
I put this disc in my PC, and, like, all these fake humans spawned in. And
they were like, hey, welcome to the game? I was like, this is weird AI.
What? Whoa, game, what's this?
Suddenly, a guy pulled out his lightsaber and stabbed me to death. I was like, no, a demon! And everyone else said, no, it's just a troll.
And then I died in real life.
Yeah, me too.
It seemed like I was the only possessor of this chat room disc. Why is that in all caps?
Why do you think that's the case?
Then I realized it was one of those chatbots, a software designed to stimulate an intelligent conversation with whoever talks to it.
So, like, otherwise, if it's just two humans, like right now, you and I, not having an intelligent conversation, we're fucking dumb.
Yeah, no.
But like, if there was a chatbot, if there was a chatbot in here, we'd be having the most highbrow, intellectual conversation,
sensual conversations,
because it would stimulate it within us.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah. ICT was the only thing that I was good at.
ICT,
what's that?
I don't know. It's maybe computer technology, something, information computer, something like that. Yeah,
some shit like that. Yeah. I still thought it was strange, though. I'd only lived in my current house for 6 years, by the way. How old is this guy?
16.
He's burning his high school books because he doesn't... Oh, he's 16... okay.
It might be
You should say You should say my family, otherwise I'm going to get hung up on something like that.
Unless you lived in your house alone at the age of 10. Your family lived in your current house. And your parents probably don't appreciate you burning it down.
But I'd never encountered that red box in my entire life.
My god, this red box doesn't have any movies or games. What the hell is this?
Yeah. I suppose the house's previous owners must have owned it.
Yeah.
But it's not like they owned a computer.
What?
Unless you count the smashed up pieces one that we threw away to the dump when we first arrived.
I would count that, yeah.
Did they not take their stuff with them?
Wait, no, first of all, they apparently didn't.
Did they just completely move out and leave the house as is?
But I think it's crazier that he doesn't count a smashed up computer as a computer. Like, I have bowls, and if I break them, not only do I not have bowls, but I never had bowls.
In the first
place. It retroactively makes it so I never had any.
Once you lose something, you never had it ever.
Wow, that sounds deep as flip.
Wow.
Once you lose something, you never had it at all.
I'm not going to school anymore, so I never went to school ever.
Yeah, exactly. Fact.
Like,
proven.
Shit.
Thanks, Chatroom 98.
Thanks, Chatroom.
Thanks, David Argento.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, I tried to start a conversation to see to what extent the AI had been programmed. Bad sentence. Lovely weather we're having, I wrote. No sooner than 3 seconds.
My god.
Mr. Clark replied.
No, it seems rather miserable today.
I was taken aback. The weather was, more or less, exactly how he put it. I didn't know either, until I looked out the window and saw that it was about to rain.
How did you not know?
So the weather was more or less exactly how he put it.
But
I didn't know what the weather was like until I then looked out and saw.
So he said lovely weather we're having without having a clue what the weather was?
Yes. And it's
so
like,
he's like,
the two
I want to
sentences
see
at
what
the end
what
got
kind
flipped.
of I wanted to see what kind of AI it has. So I'm just going to drop a random one-liner throwaway line.
Random one-liner.
Like instead of giving it like a more in-depth question or a statement, to evaluate and see how it does, he gave it the blandest possible statement. The kind of thing that it wouldn't be surprising if Cleverbot could respond to. And let's be honest, Cleverbot's not that clever.
The kind of thing that, like, a human would just not respond to.
Yeah, it'd be like, oh, this is such a banal statement that I'm like, I'm not even going to say anything. It's not. Do I have anything to say? No.
Yeah, no. It's like, well, where are you? Because, I could be literally anywhere else in the world. This is a chat room.
That's true,
yeah. It seemed the books had one more day to live.
Uh-oh.
Why do I keep bringing up the books?
Yeah, fucking... Okay.
But I wasn't too surprised. The chatbot was probably programmed to say that, and since this is England I live in, it could have been more than likely.
Okay, whatever.
It was programmed to say something that was possibly a lie.
Yeah.
Wow. I then typed in, so what are your favorite movies? Again, I got a response.
I don't watch movies. I prefer the theater.
The theater? Was I talking to an old man?
Or maybe someone with class?
Yes. I replied, how old are you? I didn't care if the bot got offended. I'm having an argument with what I think is an internet bot. So sad.
Why would it get offended, even if it was a person? Who would get offended about... Okay.
Like, you think it's a bot at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe he thinks it might be programmed to respond with, like, fuck you.
Yeah, but why would a human being do that? Like, if I asked you how old you were, if you're 65 or 24 or what? Like, why does it matter? Like, you just say,
Yeah.
how old are you? I'm 25. I'm 24. Like, whatever.
Yeah. I don't care if the bot got offended. It would have to give me an answer eventually. What? The answer was...
I'll tell you about myself. I was born in 1867 and grew up with 2 sisters whom I hated.
Okay, right. Whoever programmed this was clearly having a laugh.
Big fucking laugh. What a hilarious joke.
I typed back laughing hysterically as I wrote.
Wow, let's hear this guy's really clever, funny jokes.
Yeah, what great jokes. Man, this bot should go on a comedy tour.
Yeah.
Well, I was born in 2098 with 2 identical twin brothers who are also aliens from the planet Boogaloo. I am also Jesus.
Hilarious.
Hilarious, yes.
I can't imagine anyone laughing to themselves while writing that.
I didn't laugh at all as I responded to that. I wondered what the senile old man would say next. I knew it was a chatbot, but I kept thinking it was a real person for some unexplainable reason.
I can explain a reason. You're in a chat room.
And the person is surprising you with answers that you don't think a bot could do.
Yeah.
You're starting to get the feeling that maybe this is a real person.
Yeah.
He said,
Really? How droll. Nice to meet you, Mr. Jesus. Have your brothers abducted anyone yet?
I cracked up again. Whoever made this must have done an impressive job.
It's not that impressive.
Must have done an impressive job, not did an impressive job.
Yeah.
I typed in, yes, they are actually alien pedophiles who prey on human children. You'd better watch out. They also have a fetish for CD-ROMs.
Hilarious. What a fucking knee slapper. What a
laughing
whopper
my
of a
flipping guts
doozy.
out. Yeah. The next reply was just plain unsettling. Clark replied,
Well, although I may appear to be a CD-ROM, I was actually a human myself. Once. Until I faced judgment for my transgressions.
and was turned into a CD.
And then I got turned into a floppy disk.
Yeah. But then upgraded to CD once people stopped having floppy disk
I was
players.
actually a 7 floppy disk set.
Yeah, you could pick me up at the local micro center.
Getting me to haunt you was kind of a fucking mess. I'm glad I'm a CD now.
Pretty soon I'll have to become a USB stick.
Yeah. A haunted one.
Yeah. I didn't know what the fuck he was saying.
What the fuck is with all the swearing now?
But the poignant detail of his description startled me for a second.
Did you just say it was poignant? Well, what about that was poignant?
Yes. The poignant parts, dude.
Okay, I think you mean like... I don't even know what you mean, because there wasn't really that much detail. He just says, I was a human. What's poignant about that? I don't think you know what the word poignant means.
Different strokes for different folks, dude.
I guess.
It felt real.
I mean...
Too real. What?
I mean, it is real. He is sitting there.
Yeah. And then, to my surprise, he typed another message.
You don't understand. Let me make myself plain. My sisters, whom I hated, met with a tragic accident. Which is not implied by what you said.
Yeah, somehow this is going to make me plain. Somehow this is going to explain
This is
what
just
I meant.
new information.
Yeah. I was starting to feel cold. This was not just a chat bot. This must have been a psycho chat bot or something. You can't say this was not just a chat bot and then just put a adjective on chat bot. You idiot. Or it was a big joke. I typed in to see his reaction. Do you know what else my brothers have done lately? And then I was met with the biggest surprise of all. Darwin Clark responded again, only this time I could see his message being typed like a ticker tape typewriter.
Christ, why are you writing all this description for such a boring message? His message is, "You are an only child, David."
I mean...
Ooh, spooky.
Yeah, I don't know.
It could still be a hacker or something. I mean, you loading it up on Windows 98, there's some major security flaws there.
Yeah. What the actual fuck? Okay. I was seriously getting creeped out now, so I typed in, "What the fuck are you?" And the response simply couldn't have been made by AI. It seemed too much like a human was actually talking to me.
Caps lock engaged.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story all about how my life got... Let me tell you a story. Do you know what happened to your house's previous owners?
I sat there like an idiot, staring at the computer, awaiting a response.
The same that happened to my two sisters. Remember, I despised both of them, as I've said like 4 fucking times now.
Yeah. That was it. That was the turning point. Somehow.
Yeah, that was like, oh no, the house's previous owners. My sisters. Or his sisters.
Yeah. That was it. I moved the cursor to the top right corner to click the cross button and end this nightmare. Are you sure you're good at computers?
What a nightmare.
Are you sure that you know what you're doing? The cross button.
Maybe that's what they call it in the UK.
I guess so. I was relieved. I had only been talking to it for 5 minutes, but it seemed like 2 hours. But when I tried to
I was relieved. It seemed like we've been reading the story for 5 minutes, but it's actually been 30 fucking minutes.
It's actually been almost 32 minutes, yeah. Well, wait, so he moved the cursor up to click it, and he was relieved as that happened.
Yeah.
But when I tried to shut down the PC, the unthinkable happened. I guess in there he actually did close the program and then went to shut his whole PC down.
Yeah, because, it's an old piece of shit Dell, so, like...
Oh, yeah. Probably trying
Probably
to
has a Chromebook downstairs or something.
Probably closing the chat room, like, hung the entire PC up or something.
Yeah.
Well, see, the computer became unresponsive.
Yeah, there you go.
It went all glitched and fucked up.
Yeah, that sounds like Windows 98, yeah.
Yeah. Worse still, the chat room opened by itself.
Yep,
I got another message.
Sounds like Windows 98.
I got another message, and by this time I was sure to be hallucinating by now.
You have not heard everything yet.
I scrambled at the keyboard. I was losing my mind.
Wow, really? Already?
Yeah, already.
I think this writer incorrectly believes that he built up to this point, and he really didn't. It was like boring conversation, suddenly he's crazy.
Yes. This guy's like a one-hitter quitter, you know? You can't be all sarcastic and snarky and not be able to take a few, punches.
Yeah.
Are you fucking with my computer? Stop! This is seriously not funny.
I'm a big bitch.
Finally, I think this is where it happened.
Yeah, where you are. Yeah, that is... yeah.
What? Yeah, that sentence means nothing. Darwin Clark typed in again, this time in a much slower ticker tape typewriting fashion than last time. I could hear nothing more than my own heartbeat. Yeah.
You know what I'm hearing?
You know what I'm hearing?
Is there a story still going on? Fuck.
I'm hearing this funny YouTube video I tapped to. They put a shirt on that dog. That's cute.
Oh, look at him, he's carrying around a balloon.
It intensified more and more with each passing letter. My face was practically melting with sweat.
That's not... Okay. That's not a good metaphor.
As I focused more and more on the letters as they were being typed, the horrified expression on my face would have become so visible, I think I remember seeing it in the reflection of my laptop.
What a bad sentence. Just bad.
The final message that he gave me, which lost me my sanity and ruined my health, was...
What, you get kidney disease from this?
Yeah.
Well, by the way, I was gonna read it like a slow ticker tape, but I'll just read it. Well, I'll read it like a slow ticker tape. Ooh, low, loo, look, look behind, look behind you.
Normally, it's what people see when they turn around that makes them lose their sanity, but no. This guy got an early jump on it, and he saw look behind you, and he already went fucking insane.
Right, and then he looks behind him, nothing. But he's already insane.
He's already insane. Darwin Clark didn't even need to do anything else. Yeah. His words, look behind you, already drove this guy fucking insane.
Yeah. The dude's going crazy, and then, like, in the chat log, Darwin Clark is like, whoa, David, are you okay? David, okay, come on, man, I was just kidding. Like, oh,
David,
Jesus.
I was just pulling a prank,
God,
dude.
I'm so sorry. It was a prank, dude. It was a social experiment.
It was a social experiment.
My name's not Darwin. So my name isn't Darwin Clark. It's Ethan Bradley.
Yeah, this is a social experiment trying to show people that they shouldn't just, put CDs that they find in their attic into their computer. Yeah, they might be full of malware and viruses. I'm sorry. I'm sorry we had to do this to you, but
yeah, I'm sorry we had to make you a victim.
Yeah. Ethan Bradbury. I remember feeling as if everything around me was slowing down. I really was worried. Part of me knew that there would be something behind, and a smaller part tried to assure me that there was nothing there. I shut my eyes and clenched my teeth violently together, then shot my head back like a bullet.
That sounds like he tilted his head back like a fucking exorcist thing, and like his head rolled 180 degrees backwards.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I spat out a weak laughter and nodded my head in relief, and I felt like everything was safe again. Until I looked back to my computer monitor. Oh, I must have seen it the moment I swiveled my chair, but it caught me anyway.
Well, what? Yeah, of course. You had to, to see something, you have to have seen it at some moment.
Yeah, you have to have seen something.
And for something to surprise you visually, you have to see it. Like,
you still have to see it. Yeah,
it's not like I don't know. Yeah. Jump scares only work when you see them.
Yeah. There was a face. A fucking face of a man. A fucking pale white man who was grinning
cis white male.
Damn you, cis white male.
Yeah.
Who was grinning at me on my laptop screen. His hair was blonde, and he seemed to be in his mid-20s. But his facial expression was the exact opposite of friendly. His eyes were crimson red.
Also underneath him it said single.
Ready to mingle.
Single, ready to mingle.
Yeah. Swipe left to begin talking to Darwin Clark. Or swipe right.
I think that's swiping right.
Swipe
Either
right.
way. Darwin Clark is kind of a looker. I mean...
Yeah.
If you're not going to snatch that up... David, if you're not going to snatch that up, I mean, I might be interested.
Yeah. I only saw it for a nanosecond of a nanosecond.
So a nanosecond. A nanosecond isn't a fraction of a second. I mean, it is a fraction of a second, but a nanosecond isn't a fraction.
Yeah.
A nanosecond is a set amount of time. It's 1 nanosecond.
Yes. But that was all I could take. After that... Apparently, I screamed violently, and then fell unconscious for 4 hours.
How would anyone else, unless there's other people in the house, I don't know how he found out.
Well, that's what Dr. Martin told me. He's the guy looking after me at the moment. He really doesn't know what I've been through.
Oh.
Oh, what a great thing to say. He's just trying to help, but you know what? I'm not going to take his help because he doesn't know what I've been through.
Yeah, what an asshole. He doesn't know me.
What an asshole. All he does is he just brings me ibuprofen in a Walgreens bag.
You feeling better?
Yeah. Doesn't even try to make it look like they're from the hospital. He just literally gives me it in a Walgreens bag.
He's not even wearing like a doctor outfit kind of thing. Yeah. He's not even pretending to be a doctor. I
got you some Arizona teas. They were, 2 for 1 on sale at the cafeteria.
Dr. Martin, Dr. Martin has his doctorate in art history.
Yeah. So here I am now, sitting in a bed at 4:30 a.m., typing this story to the world.
Wow.
Even as I type, I still worry that the face will appear once again and scare the shit out of me.
Oh my god. I got spooked by a fucking jump scare, and I'm so scared.
Yeah. I seemed to be suffering from a trauma. You seem to be, yeah. You seem to be. My eyes have grown dark purple circles around them because I have literally not slept at all since the incident.
I mean, it was 4 days ago, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
You're probably not long for the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rip, I guess.
Rip, I guess, my condolences go out to whatever this guy's name was.
David Argento,
yeah. We should really know the main character's name more than, anyone else's name. That shouldn't be the one name that you drop once and we just forget.
I don't know. Darwin Clark is a pretty good name.
Yeah.
And he's a pretty hot guy.
Yeah, a pretty hot guy. Yeah. I tried sleeping, but that face stops me from sleeping.
Hey, David, wake up. Hey, wake up. Wake up. Hey, wake up. Don't sleep. Wake up. I can't sleep. Oh, fuck. Okay, wake up. Hey, wake up. Oh, wake up. You awake? Are you sleeping? You awake?
You remember my face?
This is my face. Spooky face. I'm a white man. I'm a pale white man. I'm also I'm blonde and I have red eyes and I'm a pretty good looking guy. Hey, I could use a tan, but pretty good looking.
Yeah. Now that I have written this story, I urge everybody to watch out. If you see a red CD-ROM case, throw it away.
But keep the CD inside.
Yeah, do not open it and do not use it. I am now going to jump out a third-story window.
Nice.
Maybe break something.
That's real classy. Don't even head up to the roof. You're just going to jump out the third-story window.
Third-story window, yeah.
I want to kill myself, but I don't want to kill myself so bad. I want to still have a solid chance of surviving.
Yeah, maybe fracture a leg or an arm, depending on what I land on first.
Yeah, or my ribs or whatever, but
Yeah.
A third-story window isn't necessarily going to kill you.
Maybe if they give me
remember, first story is ground level. So
if you jump out the window, you'll just land. Yeah. If you jump out the second story, you might sprain something, maybe break something if you're fat or something.
Yeah.
But if you tuck and roll when you land, you'll probably be okay.
Yeah, it'll hurt, but you'll be okay.
Yeah. But then that third story, that's kind of where you start getting the damage.
Yeah. But even then, you're probably not going to die.
Probably not that much, yeah. I can't take this anymore. I am fucking scared. I want to die now.
To die, huh?
If anyone tries to resuscitate me, then fuck you too.
Just write DNR on your wrist, dude.
Yeah. And do not, I repeat, do not go looking for Darwin Clark.
Okay, well, I'm kind of the bad boy of the group, so here I go, Googling Darwin Clark.
He may or may not be real, but he can drive you insane.
Oh my god. I'm seeing...
Oh.
There's a DeviantArt for someone named Darwin Clark, and he's...
Oh no, is he blonde in his 20s?
No.
Well, never mind.
Oh man, it's supposed to go along with the fucking thing.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
But
let's
then
finish
again-
this out. Let's finish this out.
Yeah.
You have read this message. Do not look for Darwin Clark. If you find him, you will lose your mind. Well, you went looking for him, and you found him. Did you lose your mind?
Nah, I'm good. I mean, this is a
okay.
pretty boring page. It's like a pale face, but it's not blonde, and he's got the red eyes. And he's not that good looking, honestly, but, like, it's pretty boring. It's like, I was born in the good state of California in 95, but now reside in Alaska and pride myself on my Republican and sometimes libertarian beliefs.
Are you sure that it was made for the creepypasta?
Favorite movies? I don't watch movies. I prefer the theater.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
And he also links to blood.com, which...
Wow.
Okay.
Well, we
That's
have
not- that's
130... Okay, back to the creepypasta. We have 133 comments.
So let's not read all of them, I
Yeah.
think. But,
I think Kiseru Yoru, sorry if I'm fucking that up, but has some things to say. For God's sake, people stop writing stories framed with a dude in an asylum telling his warning. They suck. They suck so damn hard.
mm-hmm.
Apart from the framing device, the thing has a lot of junk writing like this. Nanosecond of a nanosecond. Really, dude? Just fucking really? Also, the caps don't help. If you can't make it feel like caps, you did it wrong. And actually, those last two lines feel like caps, so using them ruined what was already fine.
That's true.
Then there's the superlatives, and I swear, immediately and insane should be auto-flagged for human review or just rejected outright.
That's good. I like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Just the words immediately and insane should just be like, hey, wait a minute. This story needs to be reviewed.
I don't hate the idea, even the kid thinking it's a bot when it's older than chatbot programs, because kids don't know things like that. Go ask a 15-year-old how long YouTube has been around. They probably think it's been around their entire life, or even longer.
It has been around for most of their life.
Go ask a 15-year-old when cell phones were invented, or 3D gaming, or anything like that. Stuff around computers has changed so freaking fast I can totally buy any screw-up a kid makes insofar as technological anachronism. But just because the central conceit... Do you mean concept?
No, just central
conceit works doesn't mean anything else does. Nothing in this story is held up by the writing. The premise alone drags it along. It's a good premise with terrible writing, scene work, and general execution. 8 out of 10. No, he doesn't say that, but... Constructive suggestion. The man's story is what is interesting about this story. Interesting. The rest is cheap thrills. Tell the dude's story.
Okay. Which dude?
I guess Darwin Clark.
No, tell Dr. Martin's story.
Yeah, Dr. Martin's story. I like how the comment right below that is just, looks like he just puts on sunglasses, couldn't face it anymore. Yeah! And then reasonably well written and a little creepy. Like, that's the two polar opposites right there. People who are actually trying to give reviews, and then people who just drop words on a page.
I love, I think, Sidevmovin Trash said, good one, 8 out of 10, and underneath that, XX Slender Girl XX, or XXX Slender Girl XXX says, this is an amazing story, 9.8 out of 10. It was 0.2 off of perfect.
Wow, what did he lose 0.2 on?
Nanosecond of a nanosecond. Yeah.
To whoever wrote this, great job. Despite some minor cliches that can be easily ignored, it was a great creepypasta, 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah. Also, I'm thinking about making a part 2 of your story, but I want your permissio, and I need some info from the Earther.
Oh!
Earther! Yeah. For example, why did Darwin Clark hate his sisters? And then someone responded, he jumped out a window. And the response, which is a good reason to not write a sequel, but then says,
well, he jumped out a third story. It's not going to be about
the main character. He's dead, duh. Okay, wow, holy shit. Look at Dusk Assassin's review.
Amazing, just amazing. Why isn't this more popular? I give it a, drumroll XD, 9.69 out of 10.
What the hell took off 0.31?
You literally grade on 1/100th. That's whew.
That's
That's
incredibly...
maybe taking it a little too far.
That's not only generous, but incredibly stupid. Why would you do that? That means your scale is 1 to 1,000.
It's not a 9.7. There was something that took off 1/100th of a point.
I don't want to give it a 9.68, and I don't want to give it a 9.7. It has to be 9.69. Or maybe he just thinks 69 is a funny number.
Yeah. Anyways.
I mean, if I was giving this a score, I'd probably give it like a 2, just because he didn't have that many misspellings.
Yeah.
That's the only plus I see. Everything else was just generic or crap.
Yeah. That was Chatroom 98. Yeah, it was not good.
It was bad. I think we can agree.
It was pretty bad, yeah.
It was bad.
It was bad, yeah.
Thank you for joining us for this. Thank you for joining us again in the dark, my children.
Yeah,
this is Nick Nocturne signing off. Yeah. We have a public Discord server and an Amino, so you should check those out. Links in the description.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Check those out and show us more bad creepypastas.
Yeah.
Send them as requests and we'll look them over. Thanks for watching. Yeah.